Hello, welcome to this session on Dismantle, Repair, Replace and Assemble FRL or Filter, Regulator and Lubricator Unit. By the end of this session, you will be able to know about the FRL unit and list the types of FRL and its specifications, and also able to overhaul the FRL unit and mount and check the read pressure on the pressure gauge. Filter, regulator and lubricator. FRL unit is one of the most important equipment in the pneumatic system. It is the combined unit. It removes dust and moisture, regulates the pressure, and also lubricates the dried air supplied to the system. Due to this, the system equipment life is increased and also ensures efficient working of system. Air leaving a compressor is dirty and wet, and it will cause damage to equipment and tools if it is not filtered. The filter cleans compressed air by trapping solid particles and separating liquids such as oil and water that are trapped in the compressed air. Filters are installed in the air line upstream of regulators, lubricators, and all pneumatically powered tools and equipment. They remove contaminants from pneumatic systems, preventing damage to equipment and reducing production losses due to contaminant-related downtime. Pressure regulators control fluid pressure in compressed air systems. Regulators are also known as pressure reducing valves or PRVs. Pressure regulators maintain a constant output pressure regardless of input pressure variations and demands made on the system by downstream components. Lubricators add controlled quantities of oil into the compressed air system to reduce the friction between moving components within air tools and other equipment that are powered by the system. The process of adding atomized spray of lubrication oil mixed with compressed air, which entering into the system also clears compressor oils that travel through the system in vapor form. To prevent the buildup of oil within system components, mineral oils are added to the system to flush away the deposits. Downstream equipment flow and pressure requirements determine the correct regulator and lubricator for the application. Manufacturers offer flow characteristics charts on their products to help choose the correct combination of regulators and lubricators. You now know how FRL unit works and its uses. Let's now see the types of pressure regulators. There are several choices for pressure regulator, and the various types of regulators are general purpose regulators, high pressure regulators, low pressure regulators, differential or bias regulators, and pressure reducing valves. General purpose regulators are designed for typical industrial use. They generally operate only above atmospheric pressure. High pressure regulators are rated for inlet pressures higher than general purpose, typically over 1000 psi. Low pressure regulators have special design characteristics for precise control of pressures, typically below 15 to 20 psi. Differential or bias regulators maintain a pressure differential between two locations in the system. Pressure reducing valves provide a sub-circuit with a supply of fluid at a pressure that is less than the pressure in the main circuit. Let's now see the performance specifications. The regulating or the adjustment range dictates the limits of adjustment control. If the primary application is liquid, then the maximum gas or oil flow is unnecessary to specify. The maximum pressure rating refers to the pressure rating for the valve or inlet pressure for the regulator. The filter minimum particle size rating applies to filter, regulator, and lubricator assemblies. It is the smallest size particle that will be entrapped by the filter. This rating is an indication of the largest opening in the filter element. The other important factors that should be considered with the specifications of regulator valve that includes regulator type, medium, adjustment control, connectors or pipe size, body material and environmental parameters. You will now be able to define FRL unit and state the types of FRL and their specifications. Let's now see how you can overhaul the FRL unit, mount and read the pressure on the pressure gauge. Let's see how to overhaul FRL unit and lubricator. First, you need to drain the water from the filter unit. Then, drain water from lubricator by rotating drain plug. Now, hold the filter bowl with hand and unscrew it. Do not use pipe wrench since bowl is mostly of plastic or alloy material and may break or damage. Now, use a spanner and remove the filter insert and rinse the filter in clean kerosene. Filter inserts are made of some ductile elements, so it has to be removed and cleaned carefully. Next, the inner side of the filter is blown by using compressed air. Rinse the bowl in soap solution and dry it with a clean cloth and place the filter insert and tighten the nut to the specified torque limit. Screw the bowl to the housing and confirm the drain plug is in closed condition. Let's now see how to overhaul a lubricator of FRL unit. Hold the lubricator body and unscrew the bowl by hand and drain oil from bowl. Then clean the bowl and rinse it in soap solution and dry it with a clean cloth. Then clean the filter at the tip of the dip tube. Ensure dip tube in its location after the O-ring is placed in its position. Then screw the bowl into its position tightly and open the inlet valve. Now observe the pressure gauge. Fill it with correct grade of oil as per manufacturer's recommendation to the level marked and maintain the oil level. Do not fill above or below the marked level. Clean and check the body to ensure there is no oil leak. Mount the FRL unit on the trainer kit. Ensure the flow of air is in line with the arrow mark on the FRL unit. The needle of the pressure gauge indicates the pressure on the dial behind it. Pressure is measured in kilogram per square centimeter or kilogram force per square centimeter.
We have reached the end of this session on dismantle, repair, replace and assemble FRL unit. You should now be able to know about the FRL unit and list the types of FRL and its specifications, and also able to overhaul the FRL unit and mount and check the read pressure on the pressure gauge.